Hello, AAP 800. This is Rachel Sebastian, and I'm going to give you a tutorial on how to use Remind.com. Scrolling through, I see that several other people have used it. It is something that I started using new this year, as pretty much everything that I'm doing in my classes is being done online. I decided to use the Remind app in addition to my Google Classroom, just as that extra way to communicate with my parents and with my students. The students have access, of course, to the Google Classroom, and so the parents do too, to an extent. The Remind app or Remind website just sends the homework assignment or projects that we're working on. I've used it for class parties if the students have to bring something. For example, my Spanish class, I had the girls bring tomatoes and the boys bring chips and other salsa ingredients, and we made salsa. So I've used it kind of for an elective too, as well as to disperse out assignments for core classes. And the standard that I'm going to cover for this first one is the ISTE T3B. Teachers collaborate with students, peers, parents, and community members using digital tools and resources to support student success and innovation. This app really focuses on student success because it's just another way of communicating homework assignments, reminders, if we have a quiz or a test, and those sort of things. So this is the Remind app. I keep calling it an app. I do use it as an app on my iPad, but it is a free website. Anyone can use it from any browser. I have Safari on my Apple laptop, my MacBook Pro. So I'm going to create a new class for you because confidentiality, I have some student names on my other classes. So my class, we'll just call it Spanish Advanced. Okay, and then here's the class code. So they text this code to a number and then they're signed up for my class. My school, Greeley County Junior High School, junior, senior high. Okay, and so then you create the class. And then there are several ways to add people. You can enter phone numbers or email addresses, or you can do the printable PDFs. I like the printable PDFs. I sent these home with my syllabus. So you download that, it saves to your desktop, and then you can print that off. I also have a screenshot of it on my Google Classroom site, so parents or students can sign up at any time. You can also share a link if you want to email a parent. In-person instructions. I did this with my classes. They were able to get their phones out. Our policy on cell phones, you can use them if the teacher has directed it as part of the lesson or part of the instructions. So they just type in the number 8101, the class code, they hit send, and then they are signed up. Okay, so now I have my Spanish Advanced, and this is what the messages look like. You just type into this box and then you can message everyone. This has just a canned message in here. Welcome to Advanced Spanish. Looking forward to using Remind to share updates, notes, and more. Thanks for joining. I can send this to multiple classes if I want. I teach junior high ELA, junior high Spanish, and high school Spanish. So then I could message everyone if I wanted to. So I'll go ahead and just send this. There's also the translate button. So if you had students whose parents spoke other languages, or maybe you had someone in your class who didn't have proficient English skills, you could actually translate this and it just helps the communication, the lines of communication. So you go ahead and send this, and then it pops up right here as something that you had sent. It's your announcement. It also shows it right here. So it kind of has the feel of email or a messenger application. And then if somebody wrote me back, it would pop up right in here and we could have this conversation. The Remind app is basically a text message sent to students. They can text you back. The nice thing about it is that you don't have to share personal information. You don't have to exchange cell phone numbers with family members, with students. It all happens through this app. So there's no exchange of information. You're just communicating on a neutral platform. It also saves the history of messages. If you needed any for any kind of documentation, like I said, it just saves it to a neutral website. I have been having good luck with this. I haven't had too many parents use it to me to reach out. I think that's because Google Classroom, they can see what the homework is at all times. But I have had some students reach out. A student forgot a textbook, or a group of students forgot textbooks, and I was able just to upload the questions that they were answering onto our Google site, and they used this to communicate with me. So I like this app or this website. It's really handy for me, and the thing that I like the most about it is it's a neutral site, so you don't have to exchange any information. And that is the basic tutorial of the Remind app. Thanks.